So I just want you to explain what you mean by that.
You know what I'm talking about. Y'all all know what I'm talking about, man. Don't sit up here and try to bait.
What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Wladimir Klitschko and Anthony Joshua. Get this. Anthony Joshua future Wladimir Klitschko has his say on what's next for AJ. Bars. Get this. Boxing legend Wladimir Klitschko trusts that Anthony Joshua can overcome the adversity to regain the IBF, the WBO, and the WBA, heavyweight championship belts. Joshua lost all of his belts last weekend at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium against Alexander Usyk on decision. It came as a huge blow for the British-born star, who had hopes of facing the WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury in an undisputed all-British championship bout. Joshua was upbeat following the defeat. He says, "I've watched the fight, analyzed the preparations, and identified my mistakes. I've learned my lesson. Don't worry about me. My spirit is strong." So Klitschko, who suffered a first shocking defeat of his own to Ross Purity in 1998, had his say on Anthony Joshua's defeat. This is what he had to say. Quote, "We have seen AJ challenged. I remember my time. I lost 2 fights within 13 months in 2003 and 2004, he said. To bounce back, to eventually become one of the longest reigning champions, AJ can still have his time. Absolutely. It is all about how to overcome the challenge." Of course, Klitschko went on an 11-year unbeaten run following 2 defeats to Corey Sanders and Lamont Brewster, which also saw him win and retain the IBF, WBA, and WBO titles. The Ukrainian boxer reinvented his style and saw off opponents such as David Haye, Alexander Povetkin, Kubrat Pulev, and Tony Thompson on 2 occasions. He eventually retired with 64 wins, 5 losses to his name, but he is strongly considered one of the best heavyweight boxers of this generation. Now, let me counterpunch. I think Wladimir Klitschko, it's something that he's definitely seen before in his own career. So history mostly repeats itself with guys like that. He did suffer those upsetting losses, but he got them right back. So did guys like Lennox Lewis. Okay, so, I think that is a career builder, and it's an experience changer when you're dealing with losses, okay? Because it's all about what you need to do to overcome. Can Anthony Joshua overcome? Of course he can. Absolutely he can. He can overcome, but it's based on how, like Wladimir Klitschko says, it's based on how to overcome the challenge, okay? And let's talk about that for a minute. Wladimir Klitschko, what did he do? Wladimir went to Crunk's gym to reinvent himself, okay? So, and that's the big question that's swarming around Joshua. Now, what will he do in terms of change, okay? Reinventment. What will he do to make himself overcome this challenge that he is now faced? Okay, now he has a totally different challenge, a totally different opponent. This is how it is. He came out to that damn Rocky movie song, right? But you have to understand, Rocky had a lot of people that he had to challenge, okay? And he didn't win them all, right? But he is still known for one of the best boxing movie boxers of all times. So I think Anthony Joshua is not too far from overcoming challenges. But I will say this, okay? He has to get the right people around him. He has to definitely make a change. If he has to bring someone else in, because I don't see him leaving McCracken. I don't. Now, I think they will bring someone else in to, help him with the adjustments with Usyk. But then who the hell is going to mimic Usyk like Usyk? There's not a lot of people like him, okay? I think at the end of the day, he is an exceptionally different fighter, especially in the heavyweight division, okay? I don't think there's nobody, like Otto Vilene and being also a southpaw won't work. I think they're going to need somebody totally different to get him prepared for Alexander Usyk. Hopefully he's learned, like he said, he's learned the things that he needs to learn, to overcome. So we'll see. But will that be enough? That's the question. Wladimir Klitschko is giving him words of encouragement, which is great. He's one of those guys that since he's been there, he doesn't look at that as, oh man, AJ's done, man. AJ's finished. He should retire. Oh my God. No, he's giving words of encouragement because he's seen it before. And we've seen it before with Anthony Joshua and Ruiz. You know how many people doubted Anthony Joshua after that upset loss? They thought Andy Ruiz was going to go in there and absolutely do the same thing that he did in the first fight, and that didn't happen. In fact, I don't even think that would have happened if he wouldn't have been damn near 300 pounds. I think he still would have been beat. He just got outboxed. Andy should have cornered him and made Joshua fight him, but then that's the thing. And I think at the end of the day, Anthony Joshua can do that, but he has to be open to changes, and I think he is. If he wasn't open and he was closed-minded to change, he wouldn't have overcame. Okay, he wouldn't have brought in John Fernandez either. He wouldn't have did those type of things to make sure that he changed, to work on those things. Okay, so the good news is about Anthony Joshua, I don't think he's totally against something that's going to help him ever. You know what I mean? I just think a lot of people, because they still see Rob McCracken there, they still feel that, hey, you know what? He has Rob McCracken there, and as long as he has Rob, he can never learn more. And this is what he's going to run into. And that could be one of those things. Now, will it take another loss for him to realize that? Or if the implement person or the person they bring in to adjust or make adjustments, will he be enough? If that's enough, cool. He's going to keep McCracken. He's always going to crack on with McCracken. Okay, so when you see McCracken in that corner on the rematch, don't be surprised. But it's refreshing to see Wladimir Klitschko, giving the British fighter some more encouragement, because he was also, giving him encouragement words of encouragement in the first defeat of his career. So why not the second? Okay, but that just shows you the type of character Wladimir Klitschko really has. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Wladimir Klitschko's take on Anthony Joshua's future. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.